Hello, good morning or good afternoon. Welcome to our first webinar dedicated to StairwAI First Open Call for Pilots. It's delightful to have you here and thank you for your time to being with us. I would like to remind you at the beginning that this webinar will be recorded for the dissemination of the open call reason. And also, I would like to remind you that if you will have a question or comments, please leave it in a chat box or in a question box that you will find in the panel, and we will read it aloud and try to answer your question during the question and answer session at the end of our presentation. My name is Urszula Sobek. I'm from Funding Box. We are one of the partners of StairwAI Consortium, and we are responsible for the open call management and distribution of funding under this project. Funding Box is also a platform for entrepreneurs, and we provide also the ecosystem of funding opportunities, know-how, tech connection and tools, and we are one of the largest European deep tech ecosystem. Okay, so what will be the agenda for today? So at the beginning, I would like to give you some introduction to the StairwAI Open Call and tell you a little bit about requirements. Then we will talk about selection process and criteria, and then I will give you some tips how to apply, how to prepare well for the open call. And at the end, we'll have a session for question and answer. So let's dive into the StairwAI project. So what's about the StairwAI project? The main goal is to target low-tech user and make them more engaged in AI4U platform. The StairwAI is a EU-founded project related to AI4U ecosystem, and this engagement, this process will be reached through development of new service layers and functionalities on AI4U platform. We mentioned three services. So first will be a multilingual interaction layer, and we will also develop under StairwAI horizontal matchmaking services and vertical matchmaking services. And because of this, we will need you to test these matchmaking services. That's why we are looking for projects that address testing, validating, and feasibility assessment of AI resources developed, offered by StairwAI. And the goal of these resources is to improve low-tech SME product, services, and or value chain. So in brief, under StairwAI, we are going to select 13 low-tech SME in this open call. Each SME will get 60,000 euro to perform feasibility assessment and pilot for the adoption of AI. You should focus on addressing one of the challenges that I will present later on, and you should do it using AI tools and resources that will be available on the platform and that will be delivered also by StairwAI Consortium partners. If you will be selected, you will be invited to participate in support program. We plan to have 2 stages support program that will last for 6 months. First stage is feasibility study, and the goal of the stage is to prepare feasibility plan for the adoption of AI. And stage 2 pilot is to develop the pilot based on your feasibility plan developed before. Who we are looking for? So we are looking for low-tech companies, especially SMEs, that are established in one of the member states of European Union or its overseas countries and territories, or in one of associated countries, and also we consider applicants from United Kingdom as eligible. Applicants at the moment of applying must be registered as legal entities. You're probably wondering how we define low-tech SME and what is low-tech SME. So to develop this definition, we used the methodology proposed by AI Singapore, and we adjusted the survey, the questionnaire to the needs of StairwAI project. So as low-tech SME in StairwAI, we will consider companies that will have a AI readiness index equal or below to 2. So it will be classified as AI unaware, or AI aware. How we will measure it, how we will check it in the application form. You will have 6 questions, and answering this question, you provide us some guidelines that enable us to classify you as AI unaware or AI aware or different AI. Here you can see the matrix of AI readiness index, and based on this matrix, we will classify you as eligible or not eligible to receive funding under StairwAI project. You can see that there's 3 main aspects, like general capabilities, general characteristic, and AI adoption suitability. And to be classified as AI unaware or AI aware, you should, for example, might hear about AI, but you are not aware of application in AI, or you are capable to identify use of cases of AI adoption, but you never did it before. For example, you wait for vendors to convince you to use cases on business value of AI, or you identify potential of use cases, but you need support, you need outside support to perform with the adoption. So you can probably heard about AI, you can consume ready-made solution. So this is how we define AI readiness index. You can find more detail also in the guide for applicants and in frequently asked questions. So to this end, if you are AI beginners and would like to use AI to improve your product, service, your value chain, this course is for you. What type of project we are looking for? So it should be a use case of adoption of AI resources, and this should address one of the StairwAI challenges. We foresee 2 steps implementation. So first is preparation of the feasibility plan with support from a consortium, and the second stage is delivering a pilot with support of from StairwAI consortium, and also with support from external providers, AI experts, system integrators, hardware resources providers. What are the challenges? So we define 9 area of challenges that we would like to explore in this open call. So first is rethinking and visibility of supply chain. So here we are looking for a solution that can optimize supply chain, make this supply chain more automated, and support management of the processes. Under human resources challenge, we are looking for solutions that help to improve HR processes, also taking into account different ethical aspects. Under management of data generated by the Internet of Things challenge, we are looking for a solution that enable to use of artificial intelligence algorithm to organize, integrate, and analyze the use of IoT devices to make the industry more efficient. Under predictive maintenance, we are looking for a solution for algorithm that support optimization of the maintenance of infrastructure, plants of and companies as well. Under zero detect manufacturing challenge, we are looking for a solution based on machine vision to identify defects in product. Also, under this challenge, we're looking for a solution that can this way help to reduce the waste and support better alignment of supply chain processes. Under the next challenge, environmental issue, we are looking for a solution that can support implementing pro-environmental solution that also help to improve efficiency of industry and reduce energy consumption and so on. Under the next challenge, cybersecurity, We are looking for a solution based on AI that allows to identify weaknesses, allow to check procedure to protect the companies. And under the challenge called logistic, we are looking for a solution that support the management of logistic, improve efficiency of decision process, support predictive models to optimize the logistic processes. And under the last challenge, chatbots, we are looking the solution that improve the training and learning processes of the chatbots, or will help to enlarge the translation across the large number of languages. The full description of each challenge you will find in the guide for applicants. So if you want to dive into each challenge, please check the guide. Also, please be aware if your solution it's not mentioned directly in as an example under challenge description, you can still apply to solve a challenge if it only meets the general needs under this under at least one of the challenges. What we are offering for you under StairwAI Open Call for Pilots. So financial support up to 60,000 euro, and the support is divided into two different mechanisms. So fixed lump sum up to 26,000 euro and vouchers mechanism up to 34,000 euro. We are also offering business and technical support. So during whole support program, you will be guided by business and technical mentors who will be your first support. And we also offering access to AI tools and resources that will be available on the AI for You platform, and also access to AI experts, developers, integrators, and HPC providers as voucher providers. At this stage, you may think, what are the vouchers? So voucher is a kind of mechanism that enables you to pay for services that you will need during the second stage, during pilot implementation. Of course, you can pay for vouchers that will be delivered by service providers that will be validated by StairwAI project before entering the stage 2. So we will have a list of validated providers. The validation process is pending. We will have the first results in March. And using our matchmaking tools, matchmaking services, you will be matched with AI experts or hardware providers that fit the best to your profile, your project profile, and your needs. What's important, those services will be contracted based on agreement that will be elaborated between you as applicants and between voucher providers. So they will direct agreements without StairwAI consortium participating in the agreement. In StairwAI, under vouchers, you can receive up to 10,000 euro for hardware or HPC resources providers, and up to 24,000 euro for AI experts, services, mentor services, system integrator services. Here, taking all this knowledge together, you can see the example of ideal project. So here we have the transport company from Spain, and this company have a truck fleet and needs to improve maintenance processes and apply to pilot call to receive support to improve the maintenance of vehicles, addressing challenge 4, predictive maintenance. And once is selected, develop the feasibility plan, and then during stage 2, after matching with AI experts and hardware providers, develop and perform the pilot implementation. Here you can see some insights to our support program. So as you can see, during the first feasibility plan stage, you will be supported by business mentor and technical mentor. And then after finalizing the stage, you will be invited to the stage 2. And here, due to matchmaking process, you will be also supported by AI experts, developers, and HPC providers as voucher providers. Also, business mentor and technical mentor will stay with you to give you a support at any time. Now let's dive into the selection process. As you see on the graph, we plan to perform a different evaluation stage. So first is after submission of your proposal after deadline, which is 15th of March. We will perform the first eligibility check, and then if we receive a lot of good quality proposal, we will apply the pre-scoring mechanism to do a first pre-selection. Then each proposal that passed the eligibility and pre-scoring stages will be evaluated by 2 independent experts. And then proposal that passed the threshold will be invited to consensus meeting. And then after this, the best proposal will be invited to jury day, and jury day it's a more interactive stage of the evaluation. So during online event, you will have a chance to pitch your project at the front of jury and answer the question from jurors. After this, the final decision will be made, and you will be invited to prepare for the grant agreement. Before the preparation, you will need to pass through the SME check and legal validation, but it's some of procedure that is described in our guide and in frequently asked questions as well. Here you can see the overview of the selection criteria. So there's 4 group of criteria, eligibility criteria. So criteria that allow us to do the first pre-selection, then pre-scoring. If we are going to receive a lot of proposal, we will apply a pre-scoring for the first pre-selection. And then we have awarding criteria that will be evaluated by external experts. Those criteria are divided in 3 main groups: excellent, impact, and implementation. I will talk about it a little bit later. And we also have transversal criteria that will be used to solve the ties. And here we have a contribution to low carbon economy, equal opportunities, and maintaining of gender balance and social impact of your proposal. So let's check the eligibility criteria. First, an important is that your project has European dimension. This means that your project support the development of European Union economy or society, so has some European impact. Your proposal must be submitted on time, of course, through our online application form. The deadline is 15th of March. We will check if all the questions are answered. Of course, we will check how many proposals you submitted, because only 1 proposal per company can be evaluated. If we identify more than proposal submitted by you, the last edited proposal will be evaluated. The rest of proposal will be ineligible. Your proposal, of course, must be written in English. You should declare that you don't have any conflict of interest with any of StairwAI consortium partner. You should confirm that you are not in difficult situation and you are not under liquidation. And also you need to declare that you have all necessary intellectual property rights. Here we can see the different aspect of evaluation criteria that will be checked by and scored by external evaluators. Each of criteria can be scored from 0 to 5. And each proposal, as I mentioned before, will be evaluated by 2 independent experts. So under excellence, we will, or experts, will evaluate ambition, innovation, and soundness of approach. This means that evaluators will check potential of your business, how it impacts on the entire value chain, what's your goal, what's also your level of innovation, and how it fits to the market that you would like to tap into or you are already there. And also they check how you would like to implement your project, so what's your approach. Under impact section, evaluators will check your market opportunity, workforce, and SME productivity. This means that you should tell us how this project will help to transform your business, how this project contribute to increase your revenue or reduce your cost, or how it solves your specific problem, for example. Under workforce, evaluators will check if you have potential, if your project has potential to retain the jobs or increase the quality, improve the quality of a job and the world labor market. And under SMEs productivity, evaluators will check if your solution can be replicable. This means that it not address only your problem, but can be scaled and can address more structural problem of a sector or economy. Under implementation section, we'll check team and resources. So under team, we'll check your human resources that will be dedicated to the project implementation. And under resources, we will ask you to provide information about the resources that you already have and would like to dedicate to the project, as for example, some licenses, infrastructure, and so on. And we also ask you to detail what type of support would you like to receive if you are going to perform your implementation using your in-house experts, or explain how you are going to use AI resources offered by StairwAI projects. So technical resources, HPC resources, AI experts, services, and any others. How to apply? So first, you should enter the StairwAI webpage and log in or sign up to Fundingbox platform. Then click the button apply. Then fill in the application form. In all mandatory section, save your work and submit your application. Remember that you can edit your application after submission, so before the deadline, so you don't need to fill or prepare everything at one shot. You can come back to application and improve it before the deadline. When you improve application, please do not forget to click the button submit again. Here we can see the overall timeline of the process. So the deadline is 15th of March. Then we'll perform the evaluation process, and the important date will be in mid-May. We will organize a jury day. Jury day will be organized online, so you will know there's no need to travel anywhere. And there will be pitching session and question and answer to select the best 13 SMEs. During June, we would like to perform legal check and prepare you for sub-grant agreement signature. And at the end of June, before the summer, we are planning to have a welcome event. This event will be also organized online. And then you will be ready to start your support program. What every applicant needs to know. So here's a bunch of tips and insights that I hope help you to prepare well. So what's important is to invest your time. Check first if your proposal fits. to the StairwAI project and invest your time to prepare a good application. Remember about the European dimension that your project should have. Try to be as convincing for evaluators as possible, so provide as many details as possible. Try to avoid some general statements to be more to be scored better by evaluator. Also check the eligibility requirements and check if you are a low-tech SME. We also encourage you to read the subgrant agreement template that is available on the Open Call website on the Read First subpage. Check also the payment procedure and timeline. You can find it, for example, in frequently asked questions. There is a table where you can find how we are going to proceed with the payments. So please check it before to not be surprised later. Build your team. We will ask you in the application form to provide few profile of the person that will be involved in a proposal and project implementation. And address at least one of the challenges. Remember that innovation is key element here. Okay, so this is basically it from my side, and here it's time for questions. So if you have any, I will ask my colleague Laura. She is with me today to read it loud, and I try to answer.
Thank you very much, Ula. So for now, we have 2 questions. We could give maybe a couple of minutes for participants to send any other questions they might have. So let's wait a little while.
Okay, and in the meantime, I would like to also remind you that StairwAI developed a business consultancy questionnaire. Here's the link, and I encourage you to fill in this questionnaire. It won't take you a lot of time. And please tell us more about your AI needs and help us to shape matchmaking services that will meet your needs. The data that you provide in this questionnaire will support us, will help us to develop the matchmaking algorithm in the best way. So if you will have 5 minutes, please enter the link as well.
Okay, thank you, Ursula. So we already gave some time and we received other questions. So we can start with the first question. It is, what is the AI for EU platform?
Okay, so AI for You platform is one-stop shop developed under the different European funded project. This is a platform with different AI tools and resources that are available for anybody. And this project, StairwAI project, is connected to AI for You platform and try to enrich the services available on the platform. In the application, in the guide for applicants, at the beginning you can find the link to the AI for You platform, and we can also paste the link here so you can explore. There's a different layer of this platform, and one of the important layer is a catalog of AI solution, AI tools that can be used by anybody.
Thank you very much. We have another question. One of the participants would like to know if there is a way he can self-evaluate himself to see if he fits into the low-tech SME definition.
Yes, on our application form, there's a section dedicated AI maturity, and you can check a 6-question verse there, and we also provide some explanation in our frequently asked question.
Perfect. So we have another question here. Do I need some legal company to apply, or is it okay to apply as an individual?
You need to apply as a legal company, legal entity already established at the moment of applying.
Okay, that's clear. Thank you very much. Another participant would like to know if this is a 2-phase project.
if I don't know if I understand correctly.
From the support program?
Can you read it again?
Yes, it's a two-phase project. From one of the slides, it seems so, it says. So I guess it's the support program.
Yes, so support program is divided by two stages. First stage is called feasibility study, and the second one is pilot implementation. So yes, this is two stages support program. There's no filtering process. So if you meet all the requirements, deliver everything on time as was declared, you will pass from one stage to another. If it answers your question. Hope so.
Thank you. If it doesn't answer, please the participant could send the question again, but I understand that's what the participant meant. We have another question here. How does the matchmaking work? How is an SME match with an AI expert?
Okay, so this is a good question. The matchmaking service layer is still under development, and we will use the project selected in this open code to test the functionality offered by matchmaking platform. But the idea is that based on information provided in the application form and based on information provided by validated experts and research providers, platform will automatically propose you the best candidate to cooperate with. So this is the idea. This is still under development, so hopefully it will be good enough to provide nice results and offer you good matchmaking.
Thank you very much. We have other questions regarding the matchmaking. And the participant asks, is the list of AI experts closed and pre-specified by you, or a low-tech can nominate an AI expert company to help them? That would be the first one.
So the list of validated providers will be updated. The call for experts is open continuously till the end of May next year, and we will do validation every 2 months. So the list of experts available will be growing, and the first release of the list will be posted on AI4U platform in March. If you think that you would like to cooperate with some particular companies or experts, you should encourage them to apply to AI talent call or to HPC provider call, expression of interest call, to be validated by StairwAI and to be able to provide their services under this support program.
Thank you very much. Then we have some questions regarding the payments of the vouchers. So the participant asked, who will receive the vouchers? How is it paid? To the applicant or to the AI expert?
Okay, so you will receive money to pay your AI experts or your HPC providers. So it's up to you how you will pay. The experts will transfer money to applicants, to selected ones, before, during, and before the end of stage 2 of the support program, and then you can make a payment by yourself.
Okay, thank you. That's perfect. Then another participant again has a question about vouchers. What are the 26K funds supporting? Do we need to give any paperwork expenses to justify them?
So regarding the papers that we will collect at the beginning of support program, you will define your individual mentoring plan. And in this plan, you will set the goals, deliverables, KPIs that you are going to reach at the end of stage 1 and the end of stage 2. And we will validate and pay you based on achievement of deliverables and KPIs through the whole support program. And if you, so this is regarding the overall procedure, and what type of papers we will require. So we'll require you to show us the agreement that signed between you and your AI experts or your voter providers. So this is what we expect.
Okay, thank you very much. We have another question. Is there a follow-up program after this? Does the business have to share the AI solution at the end of the project?
So during the World Support Program, you will have also a business mentor who will support you to define your business model, develop your business approach, and together with this mentor, you will define the goal that you would like to achieve, and this mentor will support you to reach your goals in terms of business aspect of this program. But at the end, after 6 months, we'll not foresee any other support under StairwAI project.
Okay, thank you very much. We have another question regarding AI experts. So the attendee asks, what if there is no AI expert within the platform suitable for the project won't get funded?
So I think that we are building a really huge database of AI experts, so we will do our best to find you the AI experts that can support you. So at the moment, we receive more than 70 candidates, and we expect that we will have more and more in the upcoming weeks. So yeah, this shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, thank you very much. Another question about funding. Apart from the vouchers, what else can the 6K be used for?
Yeah, so this is kind of lump sum. This means that you receive money to cover your cost related to the project execution. It could be used for pay for personal costs, to cover any other costs like travels, other direct costs, some kind of also services that you will need during a project. So all costs related to project implementation that are on your side.
Perfect. We have a question now on challenges. Can we propose a project to improve internal warehouse management? Would this belong to logistics?
Yes, yes, sure. As I mentioned before, if your project fit somehow to any of the challenge area, this is okay. We would like to apply a wide approach to the challenges that we defined. So please bear in mind that this is kind of suggestion, and this is just the area of challenges. So if it's somehow connected, yes, your project will be eligible.
Okay, thank you very much. We have another question. Do you require a financial statement during the application process?
No, during the application process, but we will ask you for provide us financial statement to confirm your SME status and your financial situation. So if you are not under liquidation or if you are not under difficulties during the formal check. So after the selection, when you will be invited to prepare for the sub-grant agreement, we will ask you for provided documents to check your status and your final statement, and to check SME status. There is no other way as show us the financial statement.
Okay, perfect. There's another question. If an AI company is registered and approved in the AI talent program, is there any guarantee that we are matched with them, or is it left to the system decision?
The idea is that system will match you automatically, taking into account experience, country, expectation, knowledge, and skills. But there's no guarantee that you will be paired with this particular AI expert that you would like to cooperate with.
Okay, thank you very much, Ursula. The other questions are more technical, that could be transferred to the technical partner, and we can answer them in their by sending an email to the participant. So this is all for the questions, unless someone wants to send any other question in the next minute. Okay, we just received another one regarding financial reporting. If a company is just registered without any financial report, is it okay?
Yes, because you will be treated as startup, and for startup we have various different condition to validate it. But of course, you will need to provide what you have, so your sheet that you probably created at the moment of register your company. But this is not something that can exclude you from the process. If you are registered, you are okay to go and to apply.
Okay, that's good. We just received another question. Can a company that already has an AI solution can participate?
If you already have AI solution and you would like to develop this AI solution, not, because in this aspect you are probably advanced. But if you, for example, would like to apply AI to different solution, different model or different product that are not major in terms of AI, you can apply with this. But what you can face here, it's our AI maturity level assessment, that it's about company as itself. So if you will be able to answer the question and be below 2 with AI maturity index, this is okay. If you are more advanced as a company, then I'm afraid probably you are not the best candidate for StairwAI.
Okay, thank you very much, Ula. We are done for questions. We haven't received any other. So yeah, for the pending questions, we just received one.
Okay, so if you will have any other question after closing this webinar, please address it and send it to email address displayed on the screen now. So info.stairway@fundingbox.com. And also you can visit the main project website, and we encourage you to visit the website where you can apply. Remember to submit your application before 15th of March, and we wish you good luck, and thank you for your time and participating in this webinar. Thank you and good luck with your application. Have a nice afternoon.